Here I have my mother, Catherine Turner. So, I have a few questions for you. Just a few, they're just quite short about my life.
Okay.
How did you feel when you first met me?
Well, I was at the time I was a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit tired, um, and I was very very pleased to meet you. Very very pleased to meet you. Fresh out of the oven, yes.
Well, I'm very grateful to hear that. How do you feel about my hobbies?
um, as long as it makes you happy, that makes me happy. I'm glad that you found something that you're as passionate about as airsoft and paintball, and also that you love singing as well. Either one of those hobbies can turn into a profession. So it's always great when you start doing a hobby as a young person that could develop into a profession.
And another question is, how do you feel about being a single mother with two children?
I think that it's hard work, but you're both fairly grown up boys, 14 and 21 years old, and we are a great trio together. You're very supportive to me, and I hope that I'm supportive to you. You look after your old mum, and I hope that I look after both of you as well. So I think it's always better to be a single parent rather than two parents who are shouting and rowing and arguing together any day of the week.
What is the most interesting about your profession?
The most interesting thing about my profession is that with singing, it's firstly and foremostly something that I absolutely love doing, one of the most things I love doing in my life. Um, and for me, what has been fantastic is some of the amazing theatres and venues that I've got to perform at in all different parts of the world, from Kuala Lumpur to Stockholm to Paris to London to America, Virginia, Kansas, Florida, like all over the place. So the travel has been absolutely brilliant. And also some of the fantastic music I've got to sing has been very interesting, very diverse. Opera, some of the roles I got to play in the past in musical theatre were very, very interesting, and ones that I wanted to play since I was a little girl. So I really got to do things that I'd wanted to do since I was very, very young. I managed to achieve it as an adult.
So, do you believe that your singing profession or is in the soul of your son Cameron?
Well, I do believe that my mum was a professional singer, and I was brought up in that genre. So all my mum's best friends were singers, and they all used to come around the house and have parties, and they're all singing behind the piano, opera, piano, musical theatre. Then it go on to Sinatra, and it was just like that's how everyone was. All my mum's friends were like that all the time. So I thought that was normal. I could sing from a very young age, and it's been the same for you, Cameron. I've had my singers who've been lead roles in West End shows come around the house, and we're all rehearsing for the next show that we're all doing together. We're all crazy, all mad. That it's been your part of life since you were a baby, and that's why it's kind of second nature to you to just sing and accept that as a good job to do, not something that's a dream, something that's quite acceptable. My mum did it, your mum did it. There's no reason why you couldn't do it as well. You can sing, you've got a good voice, so why not?
What do you believe that I have inherited from my father?
His low voice. So you've inherited from me my musicality and my tuneful singing voice, but your father had such a low voice that whereas I'm a very high soprano, you're a very low baritone. So that's definitely something that you got from him, your low tone of voice, and also your physique as well. He was very slim, fit gentleman, and you certainly have that same fit physique. He's very, very fit, and so are you.
Why do you believe that Karma would be a great TV show for me?
I think it would be absolutely perfect for you because I spotted it on the online, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this would be absolutely wonderful for Cameron because you're a real action boy. You've shown a real. If it wasn't for me saying I'm too frightened for you to do it, I think that you'd want to be potentially in the military or something like that, because you're all action boy, you're hands on, you love, you're brave with the sports that you do. Obviously, when you did rugby, you would just throw yourself at a tackle. It's the same with football, soccer. We call soccer football in England. Cricket, you know, you've always been brave, not been frightened to have anything hit you in sport, or you've not even thought about getting an injury. You just throw yourself into it. It's the same with go-karting. When you've done it, you go like a mad fast freak. You want to win the race, you want to be the fastest. Same with snowboarding. You just took to that so quickly, keeping up with your older brother on the black runs, whatever it is that I can't even bear to even look at, let alone go down. So yes, you show real bravery, real passion and real enthusiasm. And you're a very good team member. You're very good in a team. You're thoughtful, you don't cheat, you're a good sportsman, and yeah, that's very important as well.
One more question. What other living being in our house makes the house it is now?
The fourth member of our family who lives in our house with us now is our lovely little Queenie.
Queenie Bean. So, the story of Queenie. Queenie is around 3 years old. She was found in a drug raid where the police found her in a shed in the back of a garden. She was puppy farmed multiple times, and she was very skinny when she was found. We were fostering her for about 2 weeks, and we were about to get her some of her puppies, which were actually no, just one, because we don't have a big enough house for more than 2 or 3 dogs. But she had around 48 puppies in total, which is quite a lot for a dog. And they were just kept puppy farming her over and over again. We had to keep her away from her puppies so she could have surgery, because they wouldn't stop like trying to get milk and things like that, like a normal wild dog would. So we took her in, we fostered her for about 2 weeks, and we just thought, we can't just let Queenie go without a home and still need adopting. Those puppies would go within the week, but she won't, because she's around 3-4 years and she's in a very bad state. So we took her in, officially adopted her, and she's not so skinny anymore. She's nice and fit, runs around a lot, and she always has a good mood and lightens us up all the time.
How long have we had her now, Cameron?
We've had her around 1.5 years now, I would say.
Yeah.
And she doesn't really like a ball, noticed. She likes bones more. Queenie does like a good treat, don't you, Queen? Sit. Queenie, sit. Queenie, sit. Sit. No, sit. Sit. Good girl. Paw. Paw. This is terrible. Queenie, paw. Queenie, paw.
Never work with dogs and children.
Up. There you
Aww.
go. She loves a treat. She has some cream on right now. It's a painkiller for her allergies and where she keeps eating herself and scratching herself. And we have a cone for her as well. Queenie, I have a treat for you. Queenie.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think she